Hey everyone, and today I'm going to share this very cool, this Choo barn expanding the artistry of model railroading on DVD. And I want to show you this very cool review of this Choo barn DVD, which I got it, well, at the Choo barn, which I had this since 2023, I believe back in October of 2023. Since the last time I saw my sister, so yeah. So yep, I want to show you, yep, I'd really like to find this. Special thanks to my sister who bought this DVD. Because without her getting them, I wouldn't be able to get this, so yeah, really lucky to have this. And I wouldn't mind getting the Choo Bar DVD. Yep. And I remember the rare, and this is kind of very uncommon. The only thing you can find this DVD mostly is at the Choo barn. If you go to the Choo barn, well, I don't know if they exist nowadays as of 2026, but because the last time I've been to Choo barn, but yeah. And I did do a DVD review back in 2023, but this is 2026, so I want to show you what I'm gonna. Well, I don't have to explain everything about Choo barns because it's all hard to explain all about the Choo barn. But I've never been to this Choo barn, and in case you didn't know where it was, it's actually it's at Strasburg, Pennsylvania, which that was right next. I know somewhere next to Dale with Thomas, which we all know. I know. Speaking of Dale with Thomas, which I'll show you 10 years of Thomas. I do have 10 years of Thomas on DVD. I don't know if I have it with me right because I'm not in my house. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have it. I don't have it with me, but I know on 10 years of Thomas VHS DVD, on the kids interviews, they were at Strasburg, Pennsylvania as well. So yeah, which I remember used to I remember I used to get on Dale with Thomas. That's the Choo barn is somewhere next to Dale with Thomas. So yeah, and this one does have some Thomas references, Thomas the Tank Engine scenes somewhere, but mostly they're just like model trains and all kinds of stuff, as you can see. Yep, here's what the front look like. Here's the spine, and here's the back. And this is a kind of a pretty rare DVD. I don't think this is very common, and I don't think this is a homemade. I don't think this is a homemade DVD because the cover, I know this is made of paper. It's not very shiny, and I know his name, I can't remember if he originally made the Choo barn, but his name is, I believe, George Groove. That's what it says. I believe that guy, unfortunately, he passed away back in, I believe, somewhere in November of 2019. I can't remember. I don't remember when. So yeah, but it's somewhere like Lancaster County, Lancaster, yeah. Yeah, it says over 108 minutes of great videos, including a 28-minute tour of the layout, Choo barn history, clean the layout, how-to videos, and under the layout sneak peek. Yep, it says www.choobarn.com. Yep. Yeah. This is a pretty cool DVD review I'm going to show you. And I might show you what the opening looked like. And I'll show you what the menu looked like as well. Yeah. Well, I'm going to use this TV VCR combo. Well, it's a good thing. I have the DVD player right up here. So, well, this is the broken VCR side, but the DVD works. The good thing, I have the DVD player up here since I don't have to worry about just go without watching the DVD. So, yeah. Why not? So yeah, and I'll show what the disc look like. Yeah, here's the disc. In case you didn't know what this, when it originally made, it was back in 2014, but this is a kind of a 2022 reprint. Well, I got it since 2023. Yeah, I did wrote DVD 2014 because I just realized this is actually a 2014 DVD. It is actually a 2022 reprint. I believe the original 2014 DVD was very hard to find. The original, because it'll have the disc will probably be different and the cover might be a little different. So yeah, and they don't have the old YouTube logo anymore, or the Facebook or Twitter, because, well, yeah, yes, the Choo Barn did have his own YouTube channel, except the layout, see, which I did upload on YouTube, but unfortunately, the Choo Barn did comment on what, I don't know why, but it's a good thing it got taken down. Yeah. So anyways, and I am gonna try to put on uploading a full video on Internet Archive. Well, I did upload the layout on YouTube, except that one music during that sound like a clown music, whatever that is, like a circus. Unfortunately, that one got completely blocked, but I did mute the audio. Unfortunately, it got completely blocked due to the music soundtrack, but copyrighted. It has nothing to do with the Choo Barn, it's just the music it has to do with it. So yeah. Yeah, it has the DVD video. Unfortunately, this has the original DVD video. Has the old DVD logo. I believe this is actually a DVD-R disc. And it was actually a DVD minus R disc, and I believe this is a single layer DVD, not dual layer. I don't think this is a dual layer. Unfortunately, there's a tiny some scratch right here nowadays. I had it since like 2.5 years ago, which is almost 3 years. So it wouldn't be 3 years since October 2026. So I had like 2.5 years ago. So yeah. And I did do a full video back in 2023 on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if I did it right. It does say from copyright owner is prohibited by law. It says, well, permission. Yeah. And I want to show you what the opening looked like. And I'll show, or maybe I'll show you what it looked like, because I will upload the ISO image to Internet Archive. So if you really want a DVD, if you want this DVD, go look, find this. Until you get to the Choo Barn. So yeah, I wonder if you've been to the Choo Barn before. So I want to show you what the opening looked like. Yep, it's dope. This is a pretty cool how they made this Choo Barn DVD. This is what the opening looked like. And here's the model train. There will be a Thomas scene in this. I'll show you where the Thomas scene is. Oh, there's Thomas. I'll show you it again. See, there's Thomas the Tank Engine. Sorry, it's a little weird, fuzzy. I think it was on, I believe, it looked like in 60 FPS moving. It's a lot better quality. There's Thomas. Yep, there's Thomas the Tank Engine along with Andy and Clarabelle. And this video is actually mostly for all the Train and Thomas fans only. Mostly for all the Thomas and Friends fans and Tracks Ahead fans. So yeah. And all the Train show fans out there. There's some models. This is what they did in the Choo Barn. This is what it looked like before the menu. This is what it looked like on the menu. Yeah, this is the menu for, and I think some of these are I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. I'm just unfortunately, that guy. Sadly, this person right here is talking. Sadly, passed away. Rest in peace to this person. This is how they do these things. So, yeah, this is how they do these stuff. And it's pretty cool. I like the school bus animation. You could choose whatever you want if you have this DVD. And I am planning to do a DVD ISO onto Internet Archive sometime soon. In fact, I remember I did upload the ISO DVDs on Internet Archive, but mostly I only did it for my DVD recordings. I will have to try to see if it works, but I know this is not copy protected. So since it's a deep recordable disc, I don't think no one could ever. There's no way they can make a microvision or copy protected. So any of the microvision or copy protected, I'm unable to do that, but I probably be able to do this, unfortunately. So yeah. There you have it. This is what it looked like. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just showing you what it looked like on this content. I just realized this would have been the 2014 DVD. This is actually a 2022 reprint. It's just it was actually a reprint copy, by the way. And when I'm going to upload on Archive, I will have to take a picture of the whole cover and the disc itself, along with the DVD. So what it looked like. So in case you might hard to find the cover. Speaking of that, I'll show you what the cover. I'll show you what the whole cover looked like. Oh, I could do that with it. See, this is what the whole thing looked like. No inserts. No ads in like these things. That's fine. I don't mind that. This is a standard definition DVD. And I believe this is a single layer disc, so it might work on any of the blank discs. So when you burn ISO DVD, and yes, the ISO DVD will be available soon if you want. But I might plan to do it today as long. So yeah. Here's the disc. So yeah, there you have it. That was a DVD review of the Choo Choo Barn. I don't have to say the whole thing. So I'm just gonna say Choo Choo Barn DVD. So this would have been a 2014 DVD, but it's actually a 2022 reprint. But this would still use. It's actually a 2022 DVD, but still plays the original content. Still plays the 2014 DVD. The cover is from 2022. And the disc is from 2022, but it's actually from 2014 that they originally made recently. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know there was a very rare. I remember back in 2023. Not only they had the DVD, there was also a Blu-ray of it, but I just stick with the DVD version. So yeah, I like the DVD version better than Blu-ray. Even though I like Blu-rays, I prefer the DVD. So yeah. Yeah, I don't hate Blu-rays. I just like DVDs better. So yeah. And I still like Blu-rays. I don't hate Blu-rays. So yeah. But I know the Blu-ray will be only available on with the Choo Choo Barn, which that was hard to find. There is also a Blu-ray, not only just the DVD. So yeah. And they did a pretty good job the Choo Choo Barn did a good job making the DVD of this. So yeah, so it might be kind of a homemade DVD, but never been sold at the stores. You can only find it at the Choo Choo Barn if you were at the Choo Choo Barn. So it's kind of an interesting DVD. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Peace.